I'm not sure what's going on with Rebecca, but I'm worried. I'm trying not to worry. I know it probably wasn't smart to only put my name on the lease, but we didn't really have any other choice. And anyway, she has all the furniture, so it probably evens out. We'll do something different next year when her credit is better, maybe. I've never lived alone, which for some reason I'm sensitive about. And anyway, even if I wanted to, I couldn't afford this place on my own. The last time I was here was right at the end of summer when we came to find an apartment. Rebecca loved all the statues in the park. It was hot and sunny then. Everything was leafy and green. It's different now, obviously. I woke up this morning feeling panicked and trapped and very alone. I was finally able to calm down, but it took 3 or 4 hours before I could work up the courage to go out and look at the world. I tried to call Rebecca a few times, but she didn't answer, and she still isn't responding to my texts. The one thing I really should not be doing is spending money. But on the other hand, I can't just sit around in that apartment all day with no furniture and no nothing, listening to the radiator. It was free admission day for residents at the art museum, so I figured I'd spend the day there and clear my head a little bit out of the cold. But I didn't have the right proof of address, and so I couldn't get in without paying. My brother used to know a girl who lived here, I think. I could call him and get her number. I read the lease again, really closely. If I can come up with a certain chunk of money, I'll be able to buy my way out of it and go back home. It's a lot of money. And is that what I want? I hate living on the floor. I didn't have the courage to go outside today. I felt too scattered and crazy. My phone says that the wind chill is -2, so that was a helpful excuse. I did end up texting my brother, and it turns out he did used to know someone who lived here, maybe even in this neighborhood, but he didn't have a number or anything. He didn't even remember her name. I deliberately didn't explain my whole situation to him. He would have had lots of smart and pointless advice, which would just make me mad. I sat at the window for a long time, just watching whoever happened to pass by and whatever happened to happen. I saw 3 old ladies, 1 old man, 5 girls who looked like they were about my age, all walking together, 3 couples who were maybe a little older than me, and 4 dogs, all different. What would I even do if I stayed here? Who would I hang out with? Where would I work? There are so many problems that I'd have to solve, all on my own. It's completely overwhelming. Out my window, I watched a gigantic semi-truck back into the alley at a speed that seemed way too fast. My heart was racing as I watched. I was sure he'd hit a building, but he must have done it a million times before. I wore myself out worrying and fell asleep accidentally in the middle of the day, so by the time night came around, I was wider awake than ever. When I did finally fall asleep again, it was almost dawn and I was exhausted, and I probably only slept a few hours. But I had a strange dream. Rebecca and I were in the basement of my mom's house with some of her coworkers from her job at the country club. But the basement had all kinds of strange passages and staircases and doorways, and we were all walking through them as a big, loud group. I climbed a small ladder that led to a little doorway, and I went through it, and I found Rebecca in there, and she was so excited and surprised and happy to see me that she collapsed. But then I'm on my own again, trying to retrace my steps back to the group. I had that thing you feel all the time in dreams where you can't walk or run because you're thinking too hard about it and you're making it impossible. Before any of this, way at the beginning of the dream, there was something that took place in an old gas station, but I don't remember anything about it anymore. The first thought I had when I woke up was that I'm not angry at Rebecca. And then about 2 minutes later, I saw that I received a long text from her in the middle of the night. It read,
"I'm really sorry for not responding sooner. And of course, most of all, for not showing up on Friday. To be totally honest with you, I'm just pretty scared of the whole idea. And I should have said so when we first visited and looked at the place. But I didn't know how to, or maybe I didn't really know what I felt until I thought about it later. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Maybe next year I'll be ready and we can sort of start over and find a place. But to be honest, I guess I don't really know. Anyway, I know this probably doesn't really answer anything or help you at all. I'll call you this weekend, if that's okay, and we can talk more.